The better you're doing in your fitness, the better you're doing in your life. Assalamu alaikum. Why is it that people who are healthy and fit are so much happier than everybody else? Well, it's not just because they have more energy levels and they look better and they love what they see in the mirror. That helps. But it's the daily process of stacking wins, doing what it takes, doing what you said you'd do. And I'll use myself as an example. When I was fat, I hated my life. Not just because I was fat and I had low energy levels and I was unhealthy and I had inflammation and everything hurt, but because literally I just hated myself for not doing what I needed to do. I hated the fact that I was eating so much junk and procrastinating and being so lazy with my diet and not doing my steps and only working out twice a week inconsistently, all these other things I was doing. Because when I finally dialed in, even from the very morning when I started front loading my steps, hitting my step count by midday, or at least hitting half of my step count by midday, being ahead of the game instead of being behind on the game, I started to feel better because I was taking action. You see, happiness and motivation doesn't just come from your results, it comes from your actions. And when you're taking the right actions, going all in, not cutting corners, you feel so much more confident. It helps you to show up so much better to everybody in your life. When you're resentful and grumpy because you haven't been doing what you're supposed to do, you're not following the process, you show up to everybody else in your life in a bad mood because you're unhappy with yourself. Versus when you are taking action, you're doing what it takes, you show up to everybody happier. If somebody cuts you off at the grocery store, no problem. They're probably in a rush. Go ahead. If somebody else comes to the meat counter and it's an old lady, instead of being like, no, I need to get my meat first, you're like, hey, go ahead. You just let the old lady go first because you're in a good mood. When your kids are being annoying and crazy and asking you a million questions, you're happy because you love them, because you love yourself, because you love the fact that you're taking action. Not just the results you're getting. Even before you get the results, you're just happy that you're following the process. Don't even do it for the results. Do it because you're going to be happier with yourself every single day when you're taking action instead of procrastinating. That's my message for you today. It's going to make you in so much of a better mood around everybody in your life, and that alone is worth the price of admission, even if the results weren't there. So do it for your family so you can show up as the better version of you that they deserve. And guess what? Delayed gratification, you're going to get the results. Instant gratification, you're in a better mood. Everybody's happy around you. You're happy because you're happy and it affects everybody in a positive way. Delayed result, you're going to have results and you're going to be shredded and in shape. And people are going to be like, oh, you're so lucky. You're so happy. You must have good genetics. And you're like, hey, you don't even know where I came from. I worked hard to get this, but I love the work. The hard work is what makes me happy every day. People say that the reward of hard work is more hard work because you develop that instant gratification. You develop that feeling of loving the momentum, loving the work itself, because the work is even more gratifying than the result. Now, that might sound crazy to you right now. What are you talking about? I just want to get results. I want the hacks. I want it to be easy. That's exactly why you're not happy right now, because you're still looking for the hacks and you're cutting the corners. Make it realistic, but don't cut corners. Go all in. And if you need more help with that, I got 2 free things for you. Comment system below for my full free fat loss mini course where I go over my entire system that I've used to help hundreds of Muslims to lose weight and keep it off for life. We're talking busy professionals. I've had clients with 4+ kids working 80+ hours a week, crush it with the system. And then I'm gonna give you a free meal plan on top of that. Drop a second comment with the word meal plan. I'll send that to you. Use both of those to transform your life. Thank me later. Keep me in your du'as, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.